If you have already maxed out all your tax advantage accounts, you can then move to a non-tax advantage account, also known as taxable brokerage account. Let's talk about how these accounts work and the tax implication of investing in them. Hi, my name is Lillian from Faith and Finance. If this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by. On this channel, I teach you how to manage your money God's way, how to achieve financial independence, and I also share my journey to early retirement, how I stay motivated, and how I stay productive. If all these sound interesting to you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to don't miss any of my coming videos. And also look at the description box and all the videos on this channel. They might interest you. A taxable brokerage account is a standard investment account you can open through a firm like Fidelity, Vanguard, Charles Schwab, or many more. Robinhood, there are so many firms there you can open a taxable brokerage account with. And this account is not designed as a retirement account. There are even robo-advisors that offers these services. And in the United States, there are thousands of brokerages to choose from. Unlike an IRA or 401k, this account doesn't offer tax advantages, but it provides flexibility in how and when you invest and withdraw your money. Because this account is not structured for retirement, it is treated differently from a tax standpoint. As a result, you are responsible for paying taxes on capital gains, on dividends, and on interest. This is part of what Jesus taught when he said, "Give to Caesar what is Caesar's, and to God what is God's." Matthew 22 verse 21. Paying taxes on gain when due is part of living responsibly and honoring healthly authorities. Let's break down capital gains, dividend, and interest and how you are taxed on them. Capital gains are the profits you receive when you sell a stock, a bond, or any other type of investment at a price higher than what you paid for. That profit is called a capital gain. The concept of buy low, sell high is the goal, and biblically we are reminded that wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whosoever gathers little by little will increase it. That's why understanding the timing of your sales matters. Capital gains are realized when the asset is sold, and the time you hold the investment determines the type of tax you owe. If you hold your investment for less than 1 year, you pay short-term capital gain taxes, which are taxed at your regular income tax rate. But if you hold it for more than a year, your gains are considered long-term capital gains, and they are taxed at a lower tax rate, either 0%, 15%, or 20%, depending on your income. So there is often a financial and a biblical benefit to patience and long-term thinking. As Proverbs 21 verse 5 reminds us, the plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance. Now let's talk about dividend. A dividend is money a company pays to its shareholders from the profits. Not all companies pay dividends, and those that do may pay them annually, quarterly, or even monthly. When it comes to taxes, the key distinction is between qualified and non-qualified dividends. The IRS defines qualified dividends as those that meet specific criteria to be taxed at a lower long-term capital gains rate rather than as an ordinary income. Most major U.S. companies pay qualified dividends. Non-qualified dividends, on the other hand, are taxed at your normal income rate. While the technical distinctions are important, the biblical takeaway is this: moreover, it is required in stewards that one be found faithful. Whether we are receiving dividend or reinvesting them, we are called to be faithful with our income. Let's now touch on interest. And interest is earned when you invest in CDs or certificate of deposit, in bonds and money markets account, or even traditional savings account. Any interest you earn is considered income and is taxable. However, there are exceptions. Interest earned from U.S. Treasury bonds are exempt from state and local taxes, although federal taxes still apply. Municipal bonds may be exempt from federal and in some cases from state and local taxes as well. This is where wise planning can multiply your impact, not just for your family, but for the kingdom. Luke 14 verse 28 says, "Suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you sit down and estimate the cost?" Even in choosing tax-efficient investment, we honor God through thoughtful preparation. So where's the best place to open a taxable brokerage account. My top 3 recommendations remain the same as for traditional or Roth IRAs: Fidelity, Vanguard, and Schwab. These platforms offers low-cost index fund, fractional shares, and user-friendly interfaces to help you manage your investment wisely and safely.
So sit back and join me over the next 5 minutes while we open up your first brokerage account. So today we are going to be opening an account at Fidelity Brokerage. So step 1, go to fidelity.com. Now, Fidelity is one of the largest and most trusted investment companies, and opening a new account with them is easy. It can take only a few minutes. So you're on the home page and look for the Open an Account button. Usually it's on the left-hand side. So click that to get started. Now this brings us to step 2. After clicking on Open an Account, you'll be asked what type of account you want to open. So choose Brokerage Account, which is a standard account for investing in stocks and funds. Once you click on this, it's going to ask you to fill out your personal information. So your name, address, email. You will need your social security number for identity verification. So just keep that in mind because you want to have this information ready when you start to fill out the form. So once you've filled out all that personal information and clicked enter, Fidelity is going to verify your information. Now that is only going to take a couple of seconds. It may take up to a minute, but it's going to be really, really fast. At that point, once it's verified, your account is opened. So now that your brokerage account is open, this brings us to step 3, linking your bank account to this brokerage account so that you can fund your investments. Now, Fidelity will prompt you to connect a checking or a savings account. You can do this securely by either logging into your bank account through their secure portal or by manually entering your bank routing and account number. This process just verifies that you own the bank account. It's quick and often just a minute or 2. So once linked, your bank account will show up as an available funding source for your Fidelity account. So this brings us to step 4, funding your account. With your bank linked, you're ready to add money to your Fidelity account. Think about how much you want to start investing. Now keep in mind, there's no minimum to start investing with Fidelity. You could invest as little as 1 cent, whatever works for you. So on Fidelity's site, go to the transfer or add funds section. Choose your linked bank account and enter the amount you want to transfer into your new brokerage account. You can do a one-time transfer, which usually takes a day or 2. And if you're in a hurry, Fidelity also has a wire transfer service, which allows the funds to show up instantly into your account. But there is a fee for that. And on the other hand, the transfer is free. Now this brings us to step number 5, the most important step where you actually start to buy your investments within your account. And so this brings us to our top pick when it comes to index funds at Fidelity. And it is a total stock market index fund, FZROX. You see, this is an index fund that gives you ownership of the entire US stock market in one fund. So in your Fidelity account, go to the trading section and use the search bar to find FZROX. Once you pull it up, click buy and enter the dollar amount you want to invest in. For example, if you've transferred in $500, you might want to invest the full $500 or a portion of it into FZROX. Now, what's special about this index fund is that it has no fees. It has a 0% expense ratio, and there's no minimum to invest. So every dollar you put in it actually works for you. Next, you'll review your order and submit the buy button. Congratulations! You have just bought your first investment. So that's it. In less than 5 minutes, you have opened an investment account and you have started investing, building wealth. You are well on your way to becoming a millionaire.
Don't forget to check out my links and ebooks in the description box. Send me an email at faithandfinance25@gmail.com for a free initial coaching consultation if you need another perspective for your finances. I'll see you in my next video.